Okay, let's talk about Twitter being on fire this morning after OpenPay signed a revenue sharing agreement with MSL Solutions. It's a micro-capped software as a service provider that operates in the sports, leisure, and hospitality sector. The CEO, Professor Patrick Howard, is joining us live via Skype with more. Patrick, welcome to the program. It's great to have you here with us. So we've got the triple threat of sports software as a service, buy now, pay later. One commentator calling it the buzzword trifecta. So get us across this deal with OpenPay. What does it mean?
Yeah. No, thanks, Nadine. It's a deal between ourselves and OpenPay over 3 years and exclusively for golf in Australia. For those out there that don't know a lot about MSL, we have about 20% of the 1,500 golf courses in Australia, and this allows golf players to obviously space out their pacing, but their payments over the year to the same stage of the golf clubs, and some of them obviously need the support, get the cash up front. So there's a 5.5% fee to OpenPay, and we've got a revenue share ability over that. So it's exclusive for the period and a really good option for those small and medium-sized golf clubs. Overall, we expect about 135,000 golfers in the mix, and to get a proportion of those in this mix would be a fantastic outcome.
Okay, so can you put any, numbers around this, how material it is?
Yeah, look, it's very hard. And look, on 135,000 golf members, and if you put it $1,000 a club player, and you can do the maths on that. So obviously that brings you down sort of in the tens of millions, but at the same stage, it depends on uptake, and it obviously depends on the ability for that revenue share and for those others. So obviously the other part of this is for golf clubs. Some of them are very cheap and some of them are very expensive, so it depends on the uptake. So we're having a look at this opportunity. We see it's got reasonable scale, and we've obviously got a European golf business as well. So if it goes well, we obviously scale that up.
Yeah, because that's the thing with OpenPay, isn't it? It's really focused on the UK market, so presumably you'd be hoping to potentially take it there with OpenPay?
We're already in the UK, so we have 14 of the 20 English Premier League clubs as an example, so we've got a fairly good exposure over there. And I think, I don't want to speak for OpenPay, but they saw the opportunity to go to the UK at some stage as a real opportunity. So we're finding a lot with the payment providers and the payment partners and buy now, pay later is that they need the customers, and we have that customer base. We have well over 1,000 customers, and in sort of Europe, UK and Australia. So there's a really nice synergy.
And I'm curious, golf memberships, are they flying off the shelves in this pandemic? I'm curious to know, what the sort of impact of COVID has been on this area of the market. Forgive my ignorance.
No, and it's a really great question. I think we got belted by the market back in February and March. And really, it's been, for many of us who play golf, the ability to, it's one of the great social distancing games, isn't it? You can cut and slice and never actually next to anybody. But no, golf is up. We've got a long-term contract with Golf Australia. For any of our golf members out there that know GolfLink, we run your handicap. And so the ability to run that handicap across the country, golf is up for this year. And except in Victoria, it's been played. And I think for anyone trying to get a game of golf at the moment, they found it very, very difficult. So no, it's really, it's been very strong and very resilient in this market.
How about other sectors that use your tech? I'm looking at hospitality, sports, entertainment. I mean, those are sort of all of the areas that have been really severely hit through the pandemic, and a lot of unknowns as to when they will return in full form.
Yeah, I think that's a really good question, Nadine. And to be able to deal with it, I guess a lot of our payments are over an annuity basis, and we've gone to the market and tried to explain our invoicing. So if people increase the amount of events they can have or decrease the amount of events they can have, the annuity payment's the same. But we want to work with our customers. The other part of this, I think technology is an answer here, Nadine, to help you do the social distancing. We very much see that technology can help you open slowly, have your 1 by 4 square meters, be increasing your occupancy to 50%, 20%, 70%. We can adjust and help venues open in a very measured and auditable way. So we see real opportunity in this. We understand that some of our customers are going to have to open slowly, and we're going to help them do that.
Yeah, I was thinking that perhaps this is an area that you could pivot into. We've heard that word pivot so often during the COVID crisis, but you've taken the helm of this company and done a lot of cleaning up in the past, few months. How long you've been there? How difficult has it been to not just turn around a company, but also do it with all of these external macro forces?
Yeah, so I think the macro forces are interesting, and we've got to be able to. We've had a wild ride on the market today. We've gone up a bit, we've gone down a bit, and we've seen that as some real opportunity to have a bit of a cleansing moment. So we see that as a positive. But yes, we've taken the best part of $4.5 million out of the cost base for this year. We've seen recurring revenue go up. We expected new sales to be really, really hit in this last quarter, but we've seen some positivity. We've seen business with strong balance sheets be able to go, okay, this is a great time to reinvest in technology to get our operations in the future going really, really well. So we have seen a lot of our businesses that we want to work with and help them price through this really come out of this really stronger. So it's been a turnaround, and we're really looking forward to putting out our results in about a month's time.
We look forward to that, Patrick. Hopefully we can speak with you then. One more question, because when you put out your latest business update, you did flag costs, cost control as being really crucial to getting you through this period. So is there any more work to be done on that front, or how's that going?
No, I think we made the big cuts through, and we got very lucky. I can't claim too much. We got very strong in that through the second quarter of FY20. So that by the time we came into COVID, it became, like a lot of the businesses out there, about cash management. And you've seen that our cash management position really improved in FY20. So no, it has been a really good process. We look forward to next year partnering, just like we have with OpenPay, with a few other businesses, to really look at that growth off that cost base that we started to address.
Well, Patrick, like I said, love to talk to you around the results time. It'll be a busy month or so between then. Patrick Howard, CEO of MSL. Thank you.